Okay, we're gonna do this thing, man.
from so many people in the city of power that could really do away with a lot of things like homelessness, that could create employment opportunities of living wage that is not minimum wage.
Advice, then some of us have a better solution to help you with this issue.
Like you said, it's 74% of people in Massachusetts fully vaccinated.
I'm gonna keep on eating the damn eggs. The motherfucker tastes good to me, so I'm gonna keep on eating them.
We're going to get right now. Don't take the jab. Don't.
And he said, it falls on deaf ears. But what white people say, hey, listen.
Like a Dr. Seven somewhere. And he was actually saying that, this was back some time ago, that those who are vaccinated are now the carriers.
Stated that once the emergency COVID is over with, everybody who is out of prison has to go back.
What I do is I go get a certificate. I'm certified through Google. I'm certified through.
I thought I know the first thing I did was I take a drink and my vitamin.
A lot of hurt in them. It is still inside for the family structure. So I'm not saying
try to make other people happy. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be around a long time because of that. So when you let me,
the black going on, I was thinking that they was talking. I was saying it sounds like pre-Reagan years. You know what I'm saying? What they talking about?
Introduced to that physical existence right up the street. You feel me? And yeah, at first taste it was like, oh.
You're doing something because I'm not going back to no penitentiary. You know what I mean? I'm done with that 4 o'clock count over.
In the first grade, and they tried to press charges on my son because he touched a white girl. First grade, he touched a white girl.
They said, you know what I'm saying? He could be in a whole nother country, aging it. Who knows?
When the men spoke, she was saying crime was down. And I say, yeah, crime is down. Down the street, around the corner, in our hallways, in our schools, and our community every day. And so I had to change the narrative, and we had $0 in a budget of, back then it was $14.5 billion. We had $0 allocated for violence prevention. Zero.
That's right. We're back. Welcome to the Tom Mo Show with my main man, Marty Mark, $1 Million Moment.
What it do, huh?
Don't forget about my sidekick, the one and only, goes by the name of the Dancing Referee, straight out of Washington, D.C., Southeast. Fish Bone. Don't forget about our girl, man, the queen of the hour, straight out of the A, Miss J.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Tom O Show. Now, let's do it again.
Man, she killed me when she said, now, let's do it again. Let's keep it moving, man. It's Tuesday. We don't know what's going on with Boney Ronan, man. He might be going to get fired. With this 3 on the TV. You hear me?
You hear that, Bone? He might be watching. Where you at, Bone?
He'll show up once he hear that or somebody called him and say, man, you heard I'm fine, you nigga.
Yeah, man.
He called him, what's up, bro? Hey, man, look, man, you already know. Hey, how y'all doing today, man?
I'm blessed today. It
I'm
feels
doing
good
good.
outside. It's like 75 degrees. Just blessed. The weather.
Atlanta weather, y'all. Atlanta weather. That's Atlanta weather.
That's what I'm saying. It's always nice there. But I was just talking about the brother from that's affiliated with Sony Records, man. And I thought that he was released yesterday, but he just sent me a text saying that, he had some good news. He's being released today. The doctor cleared him, and he most definitely trying to do the interview tomorrow.
Okay.
That's determination.
Right. He ain't trying to get home, relax, and nothing. We're going to be on the Talmo show on Wednesday. Let me say that. Tomorrow. So then he went to say that, man, they confirmed, man, that he had suffered a stroke.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we glad that he was able to get past that.
Recover.
That he's still here with us, but he said he's gonna have to do some therapy for speaking language. So I guess, I don't know how he's gonna work that out, but he's gonna bring his artists on supposed to be Wednesday night. He most definitely in a runner up for winning a Grammy or something with that music business. They got him lined up, so that's why he trying to get him on here, so we can share that with everybody else. And that we got that out of the way. We waiting on you, big boy. We'll see you when you get here. The day gonna be a good day, man. Last night I got a phone call from Mr. Clark saying, Tom, man, you got some boxes out there in Virginia, man. You need to go out there and grab you some, man, for we can look out for the community, because that's what we do. So I ran out there, man, all the way out Virginia, grabbed the stuff, and I'm talking about, man, you talking about real produce, man, I got everything on the truck. But you gotta have a bag, though. You gotta have a bag, because there's a lot of stuff, man, you're gonna want to get and choose from to take on in, man. So if anybody interested, man, into getting some of this produce that I got, man, fresh out of the warehouse, y'all gonna have to hit me up and let me know. Hit me up and let me know. You can call me. Put my phone number up there, Ma. It's on my truck. I can't hide it. Y'all call in, man. That's the studio. Call in the studio. Let me know, where you at and all that, man. And then I'll meet up with you after the show, so you can grab this fresh, free produce, man. Comes out the warehouse. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about from apples to bananas to
oranges,
hot pepper, broccoli, man, everything, man.
Yeah.
So it's like going to the grocery store. Period. You know what I mean? And I gotta get rid of it today. So I do got a few stops that I already know I'm gonna go and bless some people, let them get it. And then, like I said, if anybody call in and you live in the area, don't call me and you live in Florida. People just do stuff. You get that down here to Baltimore for me? That's out my range. That's a bit too far. Just the DMV area right here, man. I'm doing that for. So what we got today, Marty Mall?
The internet been blowing up. Everybody talking about Travis, man. So, the topic for today is, man, let's talk Travis on TMS, man.
Okay.
TMS stand for Talmo Show, in case y'all ain't know. And for y'all who, heard about Travis performing and people dying at his concert, let me know in the comments, because I'm going to share a video for those who didn't know, because people actually lost their life at this event. And during the event, a lot of people pissed off at Travis. They blaming him for this. Some people not mad at him. He did come out and apologize. Janice did say that he is going to pay for their funerals, but that don't bring some people back. And I don't know how many people it was. I think like 5 to 8. I know at one point it was 1, then 2, then 3, and it kept going. I think got to 8. So it's just weird. You went to go see a concert and you end up dying. So I'm gonna share this clip with people. I'm gonna walk in. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, Trees, you hip. His whole setup was symbolic. Everything was this whole year he was promoting this thing. Like he going through a portal. This was his last performance ever as Travis Scott. It's just weird, but this was the outcome. We're gonna share the news clippings, just went down so some people can catch up with the story in case they didn't know. Let me pull it up first. Make sure I cut the audio up because this is weird, man. They gotta hear this.
We will cover the funeral costs of those people killed during the weekend concert tragedy in Houston. Hello, I'm Steve Eager.
I'm Heather Hayes. In a news release, he says he plans to connect with the victims' families. All 8 people killed in the chaos have been identified by family. They range in age from 14 to 27. Travis Scott is also offering refunds to anyone who bought tickets to the sold-out Astroworld Music Festival. Fox 4's Alex Boye has the very latest on the investigation and also on the lawsuits. Alex.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. You know, a Houston-based attorney is filing a lawsuit on behalf of a 21-year-old Washington man who died at that concert, as well as 35 other plaintiffs who were injured at that event. Now, attorneys right now are seeking a temporary restraining order in court against the defendants to try to preserve any text messages, videos, or correspondence that may be relative to their case.
Lawsuits are mounting against rapper Travis Scott and organizers of Friday's Astroworld Festival in Houston following the crowd surge that left 8 people dead and hundreds injured. On Monday, the family of 21-year-old Axel Acosta of Washington spoke about their son's death at a news conference in Houston.
Today is me. I lost my son. Because you will be you. When you send your kid to have some fun,
Houston-based attorney Tony Busby is suing on behalf of Acosta's family and 35 other plaintiffs.
When he collapsed, concert goers trying to escape their own suffocation caused by the crowd rush, trampled over his body. Like a piece of trash.
Video shared on social media shows the crowd pushing towards the stage as Scott began to perform. Paramedics struggled to reach the injured concert goers described the chaos.
People started pushing, rushing towards the stage. I started struggling to breathe.
Adding further fuel to the legal claims, a promotional video from earlier this year, tweeted by Travis Scott, seeming to glorify unruly behavior at Astroworld 2 years ago. All 8 victims who died in Friday's tragedy are now identified. The 2 youngest were high school students in the Houston area. According to TMZ, Scott has offered to pay the funeral expenses of all 8 victims, including a North Texas man, Donish Baig, who was buried on Sunday.
We're in pain.
Scott is also offering mental health counseling for those traumatized by what took place.
I was just thinking, I'm gonna die here. This is it.
The problems on Friday started hours before Scott took the stage. A stampede burst through the gates on festival grounds Friday afternoon. The VIP security checkpoint was destroyed as people blew past, some trampling each other. Criminal investigators will be looking at the barricade setup and checkpoints, as well as security and safety plans on file. On Monday, the Houston police chief suggested there were warning signs about the event, but without giving specifics, he tweeted in part, "I met with Travis Scott and his head of security for a few moments last Friday prior to the main event. I expressed my concerns regarding public safety."
And the event organizers had laid out security and emergency medical response protocols with the festival plans. They filed that with Harris County. It's unclear, of course, at this point whether or not those protocols were followed. Medical examiners have not yet released the cause of death. That could take several weeks.
What's up, everybody? This is Big Tony of the legendary Trouble Phone, and you're tuned in to the Tom Won't Show. Let's get it.
Well,
I'm sorry. I was saying that's a tragedy, man. You know what I mean? Like within itself. Like, and this is the reason why. I'm not saying this particular incident, but we're just talking about in the music world, period. This is the reason why they closed down a whole lot of clubs in DC, because of the violence that comes when you throw shows and people get drunk and start acting crazy. You know what I mean? And people get hurt, man. What? Oh, Flash.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard my man, bro.
Love you, Fish.
Yeah, you popping up. Yeah, okay. So as I was saying, That's the reason why they closed down a whole lot of clubs in DC, because the crowd be so big. And now today here, they're afraid of those big crowds. They're afraid of those big crowds for stuff just like that, man. People died, lost their life. People done lost their kids. You know what I'm saying? Because of what though? Like, what was the whole? Because him? I mean, what? Why did they trample over top of people? What was they running for? That's the question. What was? Because I already know he's saying, okay, he's gonna pay for some funerals. He already said that, but that ain't gonna bring that loved one back. You know what I'm saying? Then they saying they're gonna sue him. They plan on suing him, but that's still not gonna bring me back though. What's y'all thoughts, man? Talk to me.
And not just that the people were trampled on. It was also reported that there was someone running around stabbing people, shooting people, injecting people in the neck with some strange liquid or fluids. I was like, oh God, yeah, it was like really strange. I don't know if a fight broke out at the front or what happened, but just seeing this, this is trauma for a lot of people. You still have that incident that happened in Vegas where the guy just started shooting off rounds and killed about a bunch of people. So it makes you a little nervous about going into these events now. So, you can use all the precaution possible, but when it's your time, I guess it's your time. We can't question God. But he stepped up. He's paying for the funerals. He's linked, collaborating with an agency to provide mental health services. So what else can all he can do is go back to the table and look at how his security was set up to see how it can do it differently the next time, or in some kind of way, because he didn't even know what was going on while this was going on. He was still performing.
Yeah, but the thing is this right here, because I'm just trying to figure it out, because I'm saying this. They are blaming him for what happened because it's his show. He got these people coming out here to see you. But I also heard that a show before now, something like that happened. It's like every time he go out and play, something always go down. Now, when I actually looked at it, the crowd, because he like diving out into the crowd. You know what I'm talking about? They on some Kiss stuff, man. You remember the rock and roll bands, Kiss and all them? That's how they crowds used to be. And that's how wild they used to be. But I don't think I ever heard about nobody getting killed, though, at those shows. So do they got the right to blame him? Like, for what happened? Do they got the right to blame him? That's just it's like, let's do it again, bang. No, let's don't even use us. That's just like Backyard go do a big show somewhere, and they got all these people coming out. And somebody get hurt. Is they going to blame Backyard? Is they going to blame, That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how is they blaming him for this when it's just a function that he threw and something went wrong somewhere?
He's still going to be held liable because it was his event. And that's why they have to pay so much for insurance. And they supposed to have a certain amount of security in place. So they're going to look at all those factors to see if he was over capacity. Right. That's going to hurt. That's going to affect the bottom line in that lawsuit. But for the most part, it's a liability. Owning a business is a liability. It comes with a liability. This because you didn't do it. It happened on your turf, your ground, wherever you were, your business. If you out at a function, that's your business. That's covered under the insurance and the liability that you should have. But no, we know it's not his fault. But people have to use that as part of the lawsuit.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, Mark?
That's my thinking.
Travis Scott, I know a lot of people, they like one of the comments say, who the heck is he? So we know who he is. A lot of the people in the youth, we know who he is. He always on these rituals. All his concerts is rituals. It's to get people up and get them to do things that they normally don't do. Sometimes he had people catching with some people in church are called the Holy Ghost. You ever see somebody just kirking out? They do that at his shows off rap music. So it lets you know the Holy Ghost is not what most people think it is. It's something about the music that it can tap into certain people and just get them out of control. But I just looked at it like I had to dig deep, and I looked at a lot of videos because, like Janet said, he kept performing, but he didn't know. So I was like, he probably didn't know this crowd's so big. But thanks to the internet and thanks to the people that was there recording, it's footage out there that he did know. He actually on stage, and I'm gonna share that with the people too, that he actually see them and he say, "Oh, that's the ambulance." And he finding out right there. That's when he first found out. And once he found out, he still say, "Hey, put your fingers in there." And he kept on going. They kept continue to rock on. And as them people was out in the ambulance trying to help them, people was stumping all over these people. And I heard people was injecting people out there with the like that Easy E type thing. But I just think it was all set up. They used his event to do these type of ritual things. They might wanted 8 people to sacrifice that night at his event. 8 people were sacrificed. I don't care what people say or how they look at it. 8 people died, and then they won't tell you how they died. If somebody was shot, you can easily say, "Oh, they was shot in the head. He died from a." Nah, these people was injected. So now they trying to cover up something. Ain't no regular citizen that was in that audience got something that can inject people to the fact that it can kill them right then and there on the spot, and then it got no trace back to nobody. And Travis Scott, I definitely think he deserved the blame. And it's funny how somebody else can do the exact same thing Travis do, and he get all the blame. Because I hope anybody that's watching, we recall somebody getting blamed for a whole nother crowd going somewhere and doing something that person just told them, "Hey, y'all go out there and do this." When Trump told them people at the Capitol, remember, them people went down to the Capitol. Trump went down there with them. Them people at that concert, Travis Scott is there with them. Trump not at the Capitol, but everybody blamed Trump for the Capitol riot. It was Trump's fault. Trump the reason why he got them rally up like that. It's Travis Scott's fault. He the reason this happened. He the reason they got rally up like that. You see how don't? That's how people do though. They pinpoint on how they like a person. That's why I like to stay in the middle. I don't care for Travis Scott. I don't care for Trump too much. But right is right, wrong is wrong. What he did and what he been doing for a long time is throwing rituals. This was his last performance as Travis Scott. A lot of people don't understand what that means. His whole album is called A Portal to Another World. His whole concert was a big portal to a whole nother universe. And a lot of people don't understand what they doing. And the more you study them things, you gotta understand they need y'all there to chant the same words. Words are spells. All y'all chanting the same words and the same word. It's some type of spell they putting upon y'all, and y'all don't know. That's why people to fall out with Michael Jackson ain't that he just that pretty, that great. Or we see people dance all the time. We see people rap. Ain't nobody doing that at your shows. Let's do it again, band people, and they just it's something about the lights and everything.
I heard somebody did fall out of one of my joints.
Oh, okay. Then you need to get a lawsuit, but it's more to it, and it's hard to explain when you're not really into that type of lifestyle. Like you don't believe in energy, and you just believe in God, and you born and you die. But there's a lot of stuff they out here they tapping into, which most people call witchcraft, and you think these things can't happen. That's how these dudes do magic out here, and we be looking like this is amazing. Nah, you can do it too. They just keep a lot of stuff like that away from us, and we not knowingly volunteer into these rituals. We don't know. You in this big old building, even football games, everything is built into a stadium, courtrooms, all that is built a specific way to do certain things to get certain vibrations. So that whole thing is a ritual. The words and everything throughout it, they putting a spell upon the people, and 8 people end up falling out and dying. It ain't just because they passed out from that. People was injecting them too. And it's weird. Like that's just weird to me. I don't see how people don't find something strange with that. Like, and music belongs to the devil, and it's weird that everybody that believe in God and go to church always preach that, but then the first thing you go to church, they playing music in the name of God. And then y'all say y'all doing the same thing. It's no different than rap. All y'all doing is changing the words. It still is the music, it's the rhythm. You don't supposed to do that, and that's what we've been doing voluntarily. So it's different though. Somebody said music and being a president are 2 different things. See, that's what most people don't get. It's influence. Michael Jackson had more influence than any president you can actually name. If Michael Jackson called around and post something, if he was alive and said do something, you think they'd listen to him or Joe Biden? You just let me know, Dane. If y'all think so, let me know too in the comments. These presidents don't have no influence. It's the people in entertainment. Like Lil Baby got more influence than Joe Biden. right now, even on the white kids. Like, if you don't see that and don't know that, then you need to look more into it. Joe Biden, he can tell y'all to do something around election time, but now he telling people to get the shot, do this, do that. Why you think he had to mandate it? Because nobody follow him or listen. If they had one video of Michael Jackson getting the jab, I would have the jab right now. Talking about if Mike had it, I would have the jab right now. Mike was walking around with gloves and a mask on for a reason. The same thing we doing now when we used to call him crazy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man. But you're gonna have to show that video with Travis. He literally seen that happen, and he literally ain't stopped nothing. He kept it going. So we're gonna share that video, because if you don't know, you don't know. I'm gonna keep digging, because I want to know the truth. And the whole time, the truth is, from my point, and once y'all see this video, let me know, let me know, Janice. I think he knew. Like, he clearly found out right then and there, but after the fact, he didn't stop the show. He continued to go on. Let me know what y'all think. He clearly finding out now.
Everybody give the middle finger up in the sky.
No, they tell him don't do that. Ambulance. Just told him.
2 hands to the sky. 2 hands to the sky.
2 hands.
2 hands up. Y'all know what y'all can do. Chase me. Let's go. I want to make this motherfucking ground shake, goddammit. Here we go.
I'm gonna make the ground shake.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now let me know what y'all think, man.
So,
It look like he just knew.
Let me say this.
Continue to go.
I'm gonna say this right here, because it's been many a times when Rare Essence, Trouble Funk, EU, and them played at places. They ain't have that type of crowd back then, right? But they played in places, and when something happened, they stopped. Recognized, it's a fight going on or whatever. Let's get that nigga out of here. But then they start right back playing. They not canceling the show now. I don't remember a time where Funk done got on the mic and said, man, look, tonight, man, as soon as something jump off the night, man, we out of here. We ain't even gonna play. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at what this young man just was doing. He recognized that something went on, something was happening. Hey, they gonna have to take care of that, man. Come on, let's go. And that's the same thing that these bands do out here right now today. Because the ambulance pulled in, ain't gonna make him terminate the show. But he had a massive crowd though. So it's different. I don't know. I'm just saying, on the little crowds that we done seen in the DMV going to the go-go's, and them dudes get to fighting and cutting up, the band do stop for a brief moment to say, man, everything good. But after that, man, they kicking back off, man. It's back on this party.
Yeah, that's the thing. After the fact, they ain't do nothing. The ambulance was actually in it to help the people up. He continued the concert to go on as they was trying to do their job. They never got the people out of there. You wait till they get them out of there, and then you say, okay, everything good. Continue on. He continue on as he seen that the ambulance was doing their job. Let me see if
but they were saying also that, just like when Michael Jackson and all those big artists perform, he thought it was just somebody fainting. So, okay, yeah, but he still should have stopped so the ambulance can get through, get the people. I don't know what was going on in his thought process when he saw the ambulance stop the music immediately. it could be a life or death situation, but he didn't do that. But again, you know, it's
the people
now it's on his hands.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know. It's just tough. You know, it's hard to blame him because then he ain't just making people stomp on people.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, it's his event, you know, and if, you know, people gonna get that same energy to Trump because the Capitol riot, then you gotta feel the same about this. He the only reason them people was down there. He the one that got them people rally up. That's why they couldn't calm down and not stump people. You know, and he told them, man, I want to feel the ground shake. Nigga, you know it's people on the ground they trying to pick up, and you want the ground to shake. And he did mention the ambulance. I don't know if y'all heard that part when it first started off. He said,
but did did he know people was getting drugged out there? Because that's what that was going on.
Man, that's exactly what's going on. Yeah,
we got a clarification of everybody that supposed to got stuck with the needle died. You know what I mean?
People died. You know,
Right,
they ain't saying why or how they died.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You know, was
But
it
we
from
know
the
you've been
needle
shot.
shot?
We know you've been shot physically with a gun. That's easy to be like, ain't nobody record gunshots being fired at the event.
Right,
And that was a recording from somebody at the event. All the videos I'm finding is people who was actually at the event from their angle, not what the news gonna just give us or Travis might come out and say, you know. So these people's actually there like, hey man, people out here sick. They was chatting. It's another video. I got more. They was chatting, stop the show, you know, like to help these people. Like they would, and his man who came up to him, he was letting him know, man, it's people out there falling out. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, we gonna continue on. But you know, that might be it is as an artist. He might been through this before. People fell out. He continued on with the show. The ambulance was able to get them out through the crowd, but this crowd was too big, man. I just think it was too big for them to get them out. Or this was just a sacrifice. Personally, like 8 people dying at a concert. Like, I don't care if they fell out. They got stepped on. I got stepped on at a spot before when they got the shooting. A lot of people stepped on my neck and everything, but I ain't die, you know, like, and then that'll be the cause of injuries. They can be like, you know, that's what caused the death, but they still don't know what caused the death. That let you know them 8 people, man, they was hit.
Yeah,
They was hit with something. But I think should have
What's up,
stopped the
man?
event too, Curry. I definitely
That's
do
your
think.
own cousin right there.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, y'all. Please like and share, y'all, and follow. Don't forget to follow.
Yeah, man. I'm glad. I mean, just talking about that right now put me in a whole nother mindset because I'm in that music.
Yes.
And I never know when I may give a show and we come out and we got a big crowd like that I'm gonna be looking at it like, first nigga do something, man, get him.
Man, his concert be lit. It be lit, man.
That's a lot of good information, man. I'm sure, because I never really looked at it like that. That I'm throwing the event, and if something happened out, you know, throughout the night of that party, I can be to blame.
Gotta get insurance, like Janice said. A lot of them guys get insurance in case something happen, you know. And one of them times something happened, you just don't expect 8 people to die. But that's why I ain't never geeked up to go to concerts or anything where it's a lot of people. You know, we done had events when people was running over people with cars, had people shooting out the Vegas windows. Like, that's just easy target, man. Just, and then there's so many people you can't say who did what happened. I'm like, nah, I don't be into those type things, and I'm not a fan of somebody that much. You know, I can watch them on the YouTube. That same performance was gonna be online, but some people are, man, they get caught up, you know, and things like that happen.
Want to be there. Want to be at that place that day. You know what I'm saying?
Want to be like, I seen them perform.
I don't know, man.
That's tough.
I want the crowd to come out, y'all. So when our next show, man, come on out. And we talk about some Alabama City, watching at home or when they play at the mall. Man, come on out there and get with me, man. I got you.
Yes.
Get Boney on the mic, man. He did apologize, though. I don't know how sincere Mike was, you know, but he did come out and apologize. Y'all gotta let us know how y'all feel. You know, do y'all feel like he was sincere, or you know, is he just saying what he was told to say? Or I don't even know if he actually wanted to apologize. But out of 8 people dying, I think he should, as an artist. Definitely, if you want your money, to continue to flow. But I don't know.
That's
Y'all let me
good
know.
for him, though, man. After all them lawsuits, man, and all that, he probably ain't gonna be able to afford another show.
Yes, he will.
He had insurance most
Yeah.
likely. Because
Man,
you know something gonna happen at his show.
Let's put something out, man, on the gram, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm talking about everybody that's watching. Let's put something out telling Travis Scott, man, that he need to come on the Tom Mo show so we can talk to him about the incident. Okay?
Yeah, hit that nigga Travis, man. Tell him,
Yeah,
man.
let's make it happen, man. Everybody shoot it out, shoot it to your friends. We'll get them on here.
Tell him, man, you need to explain this. So, but this is apology right here, y'all. Let me know what y'all think.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I stop the show and help them get the help they need. I could just never imagine the situation. We've been working closely. We've been working closely with everyone just trying to get to the bottom of this city, Houston, HPD, fire department. Everyone help us figure this out. So if you have any information, please just contact the local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated. I could never imagine anything like this just happening. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. Love you all.
So that portal, y'all see the portal? That's the portal behind it. Going to hell. Portal to hell. Everybody there. He telling them. That's another angle, y'all. The dude telling them, man, people dying out here, man. We need y'all to stop. Listen, you gonna hit Travis in the back, and he gonna be saying that from the other clip, he gonna be saying, "Put y'all hands in the motherfucking sky." That was him letting his men know. Remember, the dude went to him and was like, something happened, and he still ain't give a fuck. These is them telling him he knew this shit was going on. He knew it was as bad as it was. Dude saying people are dying. He ain't say, oh, somebody fell out. He telling them right here. So listen.
Y'all know what y'all need to do. Chase me. Y'all two hands up.
Y'all hear this part.
Two hands to the sky. Two hands to the sky. Two hands up. Y'all know what y'all need to do. Chase me. Let's go.
Stop this show. Come on, we gotta stop making excuses for these people.
Maybe somebody help jump in real quick.
They on top of the thing. Man, what y'all think, man? This is crazy, man. This Travis for y'all, man. That is Travis for y'all, man.
Let me say this to you. Now, when we just looked at the angle when they was saying stop the show, we was getting that recording from way back in the back, wherever that person was at. Because when I look forward, that joint still was far before you get to the stage. So could he have actually heard them people saying stop the
Hey,
show,
if you want, hey, that's
I'm just
hey, if
asking
you,
a
hey,
question
can you, the nigga, it's 1,000,000 people out there. I don't care how far they back. If 1,000 people scream stop the show from a block away, you gonna hear 'em.
Yeah, but
Like
that's what
they
I'm saying.
screaming.
Was that coming from back there or from
Man, it was
the
coming from
whole
the
thing?
crowd.
That's
I
what I'm
don't know.
saying.
From that angle, it was
Could have
coming
been just
from
in the
there.
back that they were saying that because they was right there where it was going on at, and that group of people was shouting stop the show. But then you still got 75% more people that's up in front of them that's not even saying it. But we already cleared that he did know something was going on.
Yeah, what about the dude by the stage? Was literally by the stage telling them somebody's dying.
Yeah,
How about
yeah,
that
but
one?
he refused to stop the show. He refused to
Yeah,
stop.
but you got to
Let's
think
see.
about the music. He had instruments playing and music playing. So I don't think he could have heard that guy that was by the stage. He probably
No, I'm
thought he was just a
saying
fan trying to get
you
on.
gotta puzzle the pieces together. He wasn't, no music was playing when he was trying to figure out
Right,
what was going on. That's was when the
right.
dude was saying somebody's dying. No music was playing. You can clearly hear when it's nothing playing. And then after that, he said, "Put your hands in the sky." He the one that initiated the music to
Right,
get back playing. Like,
right.
I don't give a fuck what Slim talking about. We gonna continue to play this joint. The crowd was chanting. No music was playing at this time. Stop this show. Stop this show. They continue to go on because everybody gonna want to stop the show. If you paid to come see somebody and you heard somebody in the session all the way over there fell out, you like, okay, but continue on, but I just think he knew, and I think he ain't cared, and I think them people out there was purposely killed. One no accident. They can make it seem like, oh, Travis got them people so hyped they was accidentally stumped to death, and say they was stumped to death because they keep saying the cause of death is something else, and people was out there getting poked up. So it's like, come on, man, y'all trying to cover something up. Them people was actually killed out there, but I don't
Hey,
know. Travis
now I
probably
just
had
see,
nothing to do with it. They probably used this event to do this, type of bullshit. And that was messed up.
now I just seen a comment come across the screen that said that Travis Scott probably had them earplugs in.
Yeah, probably they say.
Mhm.
I don't know. People, that's why I'm saying black people, we say anything to make it right. That's what I'm saying. But with Trump and them people rallied down the Capitol, Trump wasn't even there. He was getting all the blame. So why Travis Scott don't get the blame for this? It was his event. He got all them people down there. What's the difference from him and Trump? With what Trump did and from what he did? Because Trump actually didn't go down the Capitol. They saying he initiated it, though. He the reason they marched down there. Travis the reason they was there. So who is the blame? Why don't Travis get the same blame as everybody gave Trump? The same people that Trump the reason that Capitol riot and Trump the reason them white people. All right, Travis, the reason why. I understand he's a black man, but at the end of the day, he the reason why they was down there rallying and acting the fool. Do he
But
get the same blame?
what you saying do make all the sense in the world. You know what I mean? When you're looking at it from that angle. But then at the same time, what went on there is different from Trump because they was throwing a concert. Trump was just trying to start something if he had anything to do with it. I don't even know. But it wasn't no concert going down there. It was a, like We Grid Takeover type thing down there. And they saying, yeah, because Trump made a statement. Trump made a statement, if it don't go right, we gonna go down here and handle this thing. And with this particular situation, he just gave a show. Just like you say, just like if I go give a show, if I had that many people follow me and I go give a show and something jump off. But see, this is where y'all gotta catch on at, okay? Because I'm promoting the part about the band situation, compared to the Trump situation, two so different things. But then you got to look at Marley Marl saying, man, look, they down there shooting niggas with needles. Is a rhetoric thing going on. They taking souls. He's doing some, some spiritual stuff. Like, yeah, they got a big old tunnel, saying we going, straight to hell all together, and I'm taking all y'all with me. But in the incident, 8 people died, lost their life, and nobody's saying how. They saying they was trampled, but like Marty Moore said, you can get trampled and don't die. But then we got the thought that, hey, somebody out there shooting something in people. So them the 8 people that died during this whole rescue thing.
It sounds like it. Except the one
like
teenager they said was trampled on. That's the only person they gave exclusive on. That one person.
And he died from that?
He was trampled to death.
Oh, okay. So we need verification for the other 7 people.
Yes.
What
yeah,
happened?
I'm like, man, that's murder. Them people stumped somebody to death. Or I accidentally stumped them. Like
Yeah, they
people
was
getting
running.
car accidents all the time. I accidentally hit somebody. You going to jail. You accidentally stumped on somebody while they was. How you not know you stamping on somebody? Definitely when somebody perform.
You
that's
in
that
panic
wild
mode.
stuff.
They running, man. I'm telling you, I've
That's
seen
the
it all the
thing.
time.
They
And
in the concert. You ain't no running in the concert. You talking about we
man,
was running to the
yo,
line. They was
you
even falling then.
Slim, if you in a go-go and a fight break out, they get to running and you fall, oh, you gonna get trampled on. Ain't nobody be like, oh, somebody down there, man, they gonna stomp you. They're
Yeah,
gonna
you
jump
try
all
and
over
get
you.
out the event. These people weren't trying to get out the event. They were just having fun. That wasn't no like, oh, shots went off. Everybody trying to get out of it. That's how I got stumbled
Right.
on like 10 times. I ain't died, but I was hurt. I was like,
Right.
God damn, big nigga was stepping on me. But this different. They just end the event and somebody went out and they continue to party on. They were jumping on the cars, the ambulance trucks, the police cars. If I'm Travis, I see that. Like, come on, man. They see that. Even if
He
I'm
might
with his camp, hey,
Man,
even if I'm part of the event, hey, we got to stop this. Something going like, nah, this gone too far. And they warn him this a week before the event. The police said, you already know how your events go down. This event gonna be 3 times more because everybody been missing you. You ain't performing in a while. It's already sold out. So they knew how many people was coming. So
Right.
they knew what type of event was going to be. And he just ignored the whole thing, man. And I don't know. I think they used him or they might not, but he part of the agenda, man. Like, if you blame him or don't blame him, he ain't gonna go to jail for it. 8 people died, man. They ain't gonna never get their family members back. You know, those people who lost them people. He just gonna live on. He continue to rap. We gonna listen to more of his songs,
You think he gonna have
and
a big
people
crowd?
continue to go to his rituals, huh?
You think he gonna continue to have a big crowd like that?
Well, he said that was his last performance almost a year ago. This was all planned out that he going through this portal to hell. So Travis don't post to rap or perform after this as Travis. I don't know.
So
I don't know
if
what type of weird
if
stuff that
that
be on. He might
now,
change his name or something.
now listen, if that's the case, then yeah, it's some weird stuff going on.
Yeah,
You already know he ain't gonna rap no more. We're gonna kill 8 people, man. We're gonna stick some people with some needles. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it sounds like a plot to me now. If you're saying that he's boasting that, man, look, this is my last joint, I'm going straight to hell. Maybe he was looking to get shot or something that night.
Man,
You know?
I'm just like, how is it possible that everybody got all these COVID restrictions and mandates and he can throw an event like that? Like, it's supposed to be COVID out here, right? I don't care if you got the jab or not got the jab. Like, it's too many people in one location. Like, that's not safety. You know, that's not safe. They done shut down clubs that can't even fit a quarter of them people in there because of that. But you telling me this not a fire hazard? Y'all didn't think of that. Like, if one person was to happen to fall out, how do you get them out of that crowd anyway? They don't care, man. They
Yeah.
just don't care. It's all about money to them, and they'll take a few baddies on the way out, man. They
They
got
sure
it.
made some money that night.
He
That's a lot of
giving it
money.
all back.
Hey, what's that song? There's a lot of money in this motherfucker.
It's a whole lot of money.
He giving it back, man. He giving all that money back though. He
Hey,
deserves
Steph,
it.
they make songs for every occasion. I need to get on my game, man. I need to get on my game. But yeah, but we most definitely, man, feel sorry, man, for the family that lost those people, man, through that condition, and you know, somebody gonna have to take the blame. You know, in our society today, sometimes the right people get it, then sometimes the wrong people get it. It depends who you are in the world and what you're doing. You know what I mean? He's a famous guy, man. You know, like Marty Moore, I don't think he's gonna go to jail, man. You know, he's gonna pay all those fines and all that stuff, man. And that was his last concert because I think he's gonna lose that crowd that he had and everything. You know, if he had sponsors and all that kind of stuff, I think that stuff gonna be over for him, man. And he probably knew it. I mean, you know, so you know, his destiny was fulfilled. In the process, we lost some people. You know what I mean? But we just got to be careful about the places that we choose to go. Just like Marty Moore said, I would never, even if they said, man, we want the Tom O show to come out, this, don't do this. Man, I would never be in a crowd like that. I would be maybe in the backstage or side the stage or something. You know what I'm saying? But not in the midst of something like that. Because like you said, if one person fall down and just say have a heart attack or something in the middle of that place, how is they going to get in there to help them? You see, one thing I know about Maul, he gonna point some things out, man. It's gonna take me a minute to catch up with him, but that's true. If somebody fall out right there in the middle, man, all the capacity of them people, man, how they gonna get the ambulance or anybody down there to get them people out, man? That's most definitely a fire hazard within itself. But certain people can do it when it comes to money. It was a whole lot of what, Janice?
Whole lot of money. But you know what? That's like Fish was saying. It's about his security team because they should have been flicking the light. Well, you couldn't hit. I mean, I can just imagine that was a huge stadium. So, like you said, 8 people going down, that don't look like nothing when you talk about 60,000 to 70,000 people.
Right.
But again, that insurance is critical, Mo. Insurance is critical because you always got to think your business could be a liability. Have liabilities, period.
Yeah.
And you got to plan for that.
Sue me if y'all fall on the show, we doing the show somewhere and y'all fall or something, hurt yourself. Y'all try to sue me.
If you got insurance, I'm suing. I ain't suing you. I'm suing your insurance. You know, but if you ain't got insurance, ain't no point. You know, like ain't no point.
I want to say,
I want me to sue them. All the money you giving them,
exactly.
Like, hey, get some of that back, Mo.
I want to say this, man, that the show gonna go overtime today because we got a whole nother subject to talk about. Suing me, man. Y'all, if it's my insurance, I'm paying into it, then you're suing me through my insurance. You know what I mean?
But you giving them free money. I'm just getting some of that money back. You've been paying them monthly for nothing. You paying them in case something happened, and then something happened. I fail and I hurt myself.
Is you gonna pay me though? You gonna like give me some of that money when you get it? Okay, now the show may end on the right note then. Okay.
Absolutely so.
Man, y'all heard of Ezell, right? People don't pay that attention. How did he die? Remember on Friday, he slipped in the store and he said, "Oh man, my neck, my back, my neck and my back." And he died in a store in LA by falling. Like, come on, he fell out and had a stroke or something in the store in LA. Like, that's just be weird how they be going out the way that, you know, they be putting in these skits or that. But before we leave, it's gonna be the topic tomorrow, Uncle. Why basically I think that they had this agenda out here. You know what I'm talking about, them alphabet people. And I'm gonna show you why, because you brought up my man. So I had to share the video. I posted on my Instagram. Some people probably already seen it. It's only like 30 seconds. But that's the reason why he had to do what he had to do. A lot of people used to clown this guy and say, "Oh, he was gay. Oh, he a fun boy. Or he just weird." And he an old artist. Way
You know, when I was singing rock and roll, at that time they would call black music race music. When I sung rock and roll, I was on RCA Victor before Elvis Presley, but they wouldn't put me on RCA. They put me on Camden. So when I would wear makeup, they would let me sing for the white girls. When I put on eyelashes and all that, they would let me sing. But when I went as a straight dude, they would let me sing.
Now why is that?
Well, they thought I wanted the girls. So if I came out a straight guy, they would let me sing. But when I came out with all the makeup on and all the eyelashes and all the hair, they said Richard was a good boy. I never was a good man, but I was a good guy.
Now, who is they that you're talking about here?
Some of the whites in Macon, where I'm from, I came from a little town. You know, it was real prejudice back in that time.
Now, this is
you know, when I was saying rock.
Welcome to the Tomo Show. My name is Janice Cooks, straight out of Southeast DC, from the legendary Berry Farms. Now let's do it again.
Yeah, shit that, man.
He said, man, that's why he started wearing the makeup. Okay.
That's it.
Man, how they made him transform into this whole nother person in order for him to be able to perform in front of a white crowd.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
black man, man. A
And
black
that's where he was getting his money from, so he had to
They was
fold.
intimidated by him, man. They knew all the women that want him. He handsome. He could sing, and they ain't want that. They feel threatened, so they put us on dresses, wig. He said they let him do whatever he want when he threw the eyelashes and makeup on, and he loved what he did so much that he was like, "Shoot, this what it's gonna take. I do it," you know.
Because I always thought he was faggy, homosexual, blister mustard seed. You know.
Yeah.
I thought that, man, all my life until this fucking moment right here.
Man, that's the image he had to portray because
But
they
he
weren't gonna
told
let
it
him
though.
come on there as a regular man. Yeah,
And
he
who
been
was
told
that?
it. They just hid the interviews. A lot of these old interviews coming out now, but back then they ain't had the internet, so you had to catch it at that time on live and hope if somebody can tell you. But as time passed on, people will forget. You see him in a wig so much, you'll forget that guy. But there's plenty of videos of him as a regular man singing and doing his thing. He was still good, but once they made him put on that wig and stuff, they started to really show him the respect and love that he deserved. But he hated it. He didn't like it. A lot of people thought that he really hated it, you know, but he did what he had to do to feed his family, you know.
But we're gonna do a special on Richard, man, one day on the Tom Mo
Got
show.
to.
We're gonna
Got
do a
to.
special on man for people can know a little bit more about who he was and where he came from and things. Because I'm telling you, sitting here right now today, man, I thought that man was just a little sugarish. And I'd have died thinking that too. If I seen him say out his own mouth.
Well, he ain't start off like that. Hey, I don't know how he ended it.
Yeah, that was a portrayal. Janice, you knew that?
I knew that he dated women, but I mean, I always thought he went both ways, and that was just part of the culture.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Well, Richard, man, we sorry. All these years we dragged you, my brother. But yeah, we can pick up tomorrow, man. We'll be leaving off today. Janice, you want to do your closing?
Yes, I know. We just saw a very traumatic video that reported 8 people died, and that's again why I constantly stress to myself to take care of me, because tomorrow's not promised. So I always stress to say this. Self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. Love on yourself. Tell yourself you love you. Hug yourself, and just go out into the world and be kind to someone. Thank you.
Is this supposed to be Fishbone closing?
Yeah, man. That's Bonnie Roney closing. Oh, he got a question for y'all. He said, yeah, go back to the better band. I guess in the Battle of the Bands at Anacostia Park when they had the crowd down there and they was fighting, in which the managed cut the power off and they stopped the show. Do you remember that, Janice and Tom?
Oh yeah. Them lights coming on. They gonna stop.
That's it. Just cut the lights on. Oh, boom.
They had lights out there? Did they even have lights out there?
I mean, they got lights in that stadium.
Well, they cut it off.
Sure, for
they
events,
cut the power
but
off.
All of them in it together.
The sound person or whoever was regulating the lights when they saw it, but again, it was so many people.
Something to think about. Marty Moore, your closing?
Man, y'all already know I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. We got a double header tomorrow. Y'all already know how we doing Wednesdays 1. Then we come back 9:30 to 10:30. The day we talked about Travis, at the end of the day, man, we don't know, but it's good to speculate and think about, what's really going on out there. But to lose 8 people, we had to talk about it. I heard people fell out and this and that, but the more I dig, I was like, oh, one person died too. I'm like, oh, how people dying at a concert? So we had to at least bring that up on the show, man. And hopefully y'all do a little more digging. If y'all find something that we ain't talk about or mention on the show, just reach out to me and let me know so I can update the people. And other than that, man, we need to really start looking into some of these artists and our Black people history, like how they started off. That's how I got caught with the Lionel Richie, Lil Richie over that event, because I wanted to know how was his life, his upbringing and stuff. Then I started realizing he was a real man. Like, what changed, and then that's how I got to that interview, and it was about an hour interview, but they did this to a lot of our Black men out here, even in the Chris Tuckers and the Will Smiths and all of them. we don't see it now, but early on they put all them on dresses, made them have set scenes with a man, and they do that to these comedians or whatnot, and these rappers. Now you see Young Thug and Lil Uzi and them wearing fingernail polish and stuff like that. They've been doing this to our artists, you know. It ain't really nothing new. And if you want to get into that music game, you just gotta be careful, man. The best bet is to go independent or get around people that you can really trust. Cause if you don't, you can get caught up like Lil Nas X. Now he coming out trying to say it was just a game. He not really gay, but he done did so much. You done made them, you know, put you on them things and do the things that you did. We believe you, even if you lying. We believe you anyway. Like if you ain't gay, I think you gay from here on out. And that's how they did a lot of people. But we seen Lil Nas X when he was a regular little boy, and we seen the transformation. So I had to stop and think like, dang, that's the same thing that happened to Lil Richie. You know, like these kids ain't really got a chance, so it can't really be too hard on Lil Nas X. Got to understand he had a talent, and they refused to let him be him. Because when he was him, the kids was loving him. He was on every TV show, and then they started to change him. And what made them change him? They probably stopped this growth. They probably said, we ain't gonna let you do this unless you put this on. The same thing they did to Lil Richie. So got to start looking at it from different angles and stay in the middle. But other than that, I ain't gonna wrap y'all up too long. Catch y'all tomorrow. Love.
You most definitely, man, said a mouthful. A mouthful, man, because we see it happen all the time, man. Did they ever try to change Elvis? Because they never tried to change Elvis. They let Elvis be Elvis Presley.
You heard him say, man, I was on plenty of talk shows before Elvis Presley, and I performed different places, but they ain't mention it because of who he was, you know.
Yeah, you know what I
Like
mean?
he's
So,
been doing it.
and that could be something why a lot of artists that we know ain't really make it to that particular level too. They might say, man, nah, I ain't doing all that. I'm gonna fall back. You know what I mean? Because that's, you know, like that's something I would never, man, they could never make me put on no motherfucking eyelashes.
Oh man. I'd
Or
be hurt.
dress or something just to, we're gonna put your album out if you do, man, fuck that album.
They go $1 million on. They go $2 million, man. Just
Now,
throw these fingernails
not
on.
for me to throw no dress, not for me to degrade who I am as a man. See, that's important to me. That's important to me. That's why I'm not gonna have another man or another female disrespect me as being a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect you as a woman. I'm gonna respect you as a man. Now, when you violate that, then it's a whole nother ball game. And that's what I'm saying. So if they was to even come to me saying like, man, you need to just paint your nails. That's violating as a man, Slim. You know what I'm saying? You need to roll before something else be rolling up ahead. Fight to the death for man. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
For real, I'm gonna fight to the death for me a bit, just being a man, and not me trying to be tough, not me trying to be, you know, all this and that. It just, I'm a man, man. I need to be respected as a man because I'm gonna do the same to you. When you violate that right there, then you're gonna deal with the man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we need to.
Them the ones they want though, man. It's gay dudes out here. It's like, come on, it's plenty of gay dudes out here will gladly do all this gay stuff. They were throwing the nails with the dress. It's gay dudes that want to rap, but they keeping them out because they really gay. So it's like, why y'all keeping the real gay rappers down here, but the ones y'all trying to turn real straight masculine men, y'all pushing them to do all this gay stuff that's not really them. Just get a real gay guy and let him do it. Stay out here.
That's right.
So you let them know.
But we got to get up out of here, man. You know, I think we gave some good information out today, and we will come back tomorrow some more with Travis Scott on the situation that we shared today. But as I always say, man, if nobody told you they love you today, we do. From this time to the next time, peace. We out of here.
Love you guys. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Love you, Fish.
All right, Boney Roney. All
You
right,
better get back on the show.
Bone say be back Thursday or something.
Bone said you can't fire him. He under contract.
Yeah,
I know. I just told him we meant.
I can't find his message.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Love you guys. See you Thursday, Fish. My prayers go out to you and the family.
Yeah. Hey.
He said, I'm under contract.
Tell about.
All right, look. Okay, we're gonna do this thing, man.
So many people in the city of Broward that could really do away with a lot of things like homelessness, that could create employment opportunities of living wage that is not minimum wage.
Like you said, if 74% of people in